let's get into it, man. What's the Deebo situation? What's going on? What do you got?
So he is back in San Francisco.
Okay.
He has a camp. That's why he's back there.
Okay.
Although I know, when you post on social media and it's like San Francisco, everyone's like, oh, my God. But he has a camp.
Okay.
Okay. Still invested in the community, which is a good thing.
Okay.
And his trainer went on and was talking about how he should get paid, which he should be getting paid.
Right.
And the 49ers would like to pay him. It's really just a matter of, do they get to the right number? And do they sort of show him a plan going forward where he is not going to be in a position to be worn down and have his career shortened, which I think was the worries before. Like, he is a dynamic player. He is a great weapon. He is not a running back, and he does not want to be a running back. Like, would he like to take the ball on end-arounds and stuff? Yes, I think he would, but he would not like to have, 10 carries up the middle. They did draft a running back in the mid-rounds. They have some guys coming back from injury, so I think that, he would be in a situation where he didn't need to be used like that. And all of that will kind of add to the decision of Deebo Samuel whether or not to accept an eventual offer from the 49ers.
And so that's a 3-part, I guess, wish list. And the money, that can always be worked out. Irreconcilable is where the Niners are located. That's not an issue anymore? Or where does that rank? And that, because that was the hot conversation when we were going to Vegas for the draft in the weeks prior and during the draft, is that Deebo just doesn't want to live and be out in Northern California, in Santa Clara. So where does that hit?
I mean, now, I must say, I never quite heard it like, I know some talked about it. I never quite heard it like that, where he just did not want to be in California. I think he likes being with a coach who's really good and a team that just went deep into the playoffs. Now, he didn't get the ball a ton in the playoffs at the end, so that was a little concerning. But, I've always said I believe their issues are fixable. It's just not an easy fix. So it's not just about money. I think money will be part of it. But him showing up for minicamp, didn't do anything, but showed up, allowing them to talk to him to sort of start the process of, like, you are valued in these ways. Here's how we are going to make it better. I think that probably helped. And the fact that he's back in town, at least somewhat open to a deal, I think that probably helps. So, yeah, there's some good things here. They just got to figure it out completely.
Well, and the last item on that punch list, if you will, Ian Rapoport, that is reconcilable or potentially irreconcilable is Kyle Shanahan codifying, putting down a number or a plan that Deebo will give a check mark to that involves play calling and his usage. And so what is the sensitivity on that front? I understand what Deebo's is. What about Kyle Shanahan's on that front that you might know about?
Well, one thing about Kyle Shanahan, and he is, as a pure play caller, like, there's a lot of things that go into being a head coach, but just as a play caller, I feel pretty confident in saying he is about as good as it gets.
Right. Uh-huh.
And I imagine that he can come up with a way where they can be really, really successful on offense. They can have dynamic players make dynamic plays and have it be at a point where Deebo is okay with the way he's being used. Like, I think they can come up with some sort of a happy medium. Now, it's on the personnel side to find the players, draft the players maybe, to kind of fill the void there. And if Deebo's not getting 10 carries a game, then someone else is. Are those players good enough to do it? Is it Trey Sermon, who last year didn't do a ton, was a little injured? Is it someone they drafted this year? I mean, there are options, but it's sort of on the coaching staff and personnel staff now to properly find the pieces to get the same productivity while keeping someone as talented as Deebo Samuel as safe as he desires.